Sabha MP Priyanka Chaturvedi. She's joining us live. Appreciate you, ma'am. It's tough times. My first question, with what is going down right now? 20 minutes ago, the meeting has ended between Sharad Pawar, Prafull Patel, Ajit Pawar and Uddhav Thackeray, where the indication is very clear that Sharad Pawar has pretty much given Uddhav Thackeray, your leader, a reality check that he doesn't have the numbers and maybe it's time to move on. From your, not just the 38 MLAs out of 55 which are with Eknath Shinde, Ms. Chaturvedi, you have MLCs, you even have one MP. Do you see now you've lost the moral authority to rule or to be in power?
Of course we are in a moral authority, because all these MLAs, MPs or whatever videos that are being featured, they all need to come to Mumbai, the state capital of Maharashtra, to show their show of strength. They cannot be issuing these videos from a 5-star hotel in a city like Guwahati, where unfortunately Assam is seeing the worst floods in the recent years, where 32 of the 36 districts are flooded, over 101 people have died, and we have ministers and some MLAs who are elected by the people of Maharashtra enjoying the 5-star hospitality in Assam. So even if they want to prove anything, they will have to come to the city of Mumbai. They will come to the capital of the state and do whatever they have to and prove their numbers.
But Ms. Chaturvedi, as we speak right now, if you just look at it, there is a no confidence motion that has been mooted on the 21st of this month against your government. On the other hand, you have now put forth that you want the disqualification of 16 MLAs at the doorstep of the Deputy Speaker who comes from the NCP. On the other hand, 2 independent MLAs from the Bharatiya Janata Party ask for the removal of the Deputy Speaker and say that he cannot really take a decision on disqualification because there is a no confidence motion against him. The odds, even legally, not just number-wise, are stacked against you, madam.
So 21st is when that notice was given, right? He has no authority to give that notice because he was not the chief whip of the party. So this again I will repeat, all these letters that are coming from Guwahati in a language which is very BJP, in a language which is not of Shiv Sena, they do not have a legal leg to stand upon. On the 21st, he was removed as the chief whip of Shiv Sena. And the Speaker of the House had acknowledged that Ajay Chaudhary ji is our chief whip. So whatever letter he can keep issuing, they do not have a valid stance in any court of law.
But Ms. Chaturvedi, that's where the lacuna comes in, no? Because what Eknath Shinde is saying that he is the real Shiv Sena, that you have no right to remove him as the chief whip because he has the maximum numbers, which he does, 38 out of 55, where your MLAs are concerned.
No, absolutely not, Preeti. That is where all these, these things have been spread, that we do not have a majority. All that will be proved on the floor of the House. So even if we stand to lose on the floor of the House, we will accept it. But at this point in time, from Guwahati, they cannot be just issuing videos. Again, and I will also repeat one more thing to you. Under the 10th schedule, even if they have the so-called majority, they will have to merge into another political party to be able to save themselves from disqualification. But since they are claiming to be an independent bloc, all those MLAs that you see in that video show that they're doing will stand disqualified. They will have to go back to the constituency to win and get a right to vote in the assembly. So 2/3 majority does not just work inside the assembly, 2/3 majority across the organization for them to even try and stake a claim over the party is how it works.
But ma'am, the fact is, as we speak, just 20 minutes ago, the meetings ended where your ally, who till 2 days ago, Mr. Sharad Pawar was telling you, dig in your heels, fight, get your MLAs back, have pretty much told you that, listen, you're not getting the numbers right now. 38, you're still bleeding MLAs. You only have 16. Sanjay Raut, your own party leader, has accepted only 16 MLAs you have of the 55, and out of which you don't know how many will be left the next morning. The question is, with the advice of your own ally, the NCP, will now Uddhav Thackeray step down or maybe dissolve the assembly after the National Executive tomorrow?
Shri Uddhav Thackeray will not step down because his majority will be proved on the floor of the House, not from a 5-star hotel in Guwahati. Step 1. Step 2, Shri Uddhav Thackeray has categorically said he is willing to step down if any one of his MLA, the ones who are sitting cooped up in Guwahati, can come to tell him on his face that they have lost confidence in him. They cannot issue videos and say, oh, we have lost confidence. They come to Mumbai and say this. Now step 3, dissolving the assembly. Again, do they want to bypass the Supreme Court order which says dissolving the assembly can only happen after your floor of the dissolving of the assembly cannot happen till you do not prove your majority on the floor of the House. So even if there's a no confidence motion of any motion that is passed, it has to be done on the floor of the House inside the assembly. And unfortunately, we cannot ask them to vote from Guwahati. They will have to come to Mumbai.
In all of this, ma'am, you keep talking about the BJP. Why do you think, if it is orchestrated by the BJP, shouldn't the BJP have now come in? Because the numbers clearly are in the favor of Eknath Shinde. Why do you think the BJP is so silent?
I don't know why they are silent, but they are silently engineering this defection. They are silently supporting this gathering of all these MLAs. They are also sponsoring their stay, sponsoring their chartered flights. And that is not something I am saying, it is something that Shri Eknath Shinde ji in the video that was released was saying there is a superpower party which is helping them, which is a national party. So they are not silent, their role has been pretty active, right from the Goa police to the Assam police to the Gujarat police, treating them like a bonded labourers, and people have seen visuals of that, should prove that.
All right, Ms. Chaturvedi, good luck and thank you for joining us. Well, you say that you have the numbers, but it doesn't look like. And in terms of even the visuals that are coming in from Guwahati, the count stands at 38 of the 55 that you have. Appreciate you taking out the time or joining us what seems to be a rather bleak evening. Ma'am, thank you.